Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to D. Smith. Let's discuss. Welcome to today's session. In today's session, gotta talk about LeBron James one more time and Stephen A. Smith. So I did a video yesterday explaining where the LeBron James beef started with Stephen A. Smith. And in my opinion, if you listen to the video, link in the description box, Stephen A. kept it all the way real, kept it 100, man. Nothing disrespectful, in my opinion. Nothing disrespectful. LeBron James just took it the wrong way. He took it the wrong way. But I have a video for you guys on Stephen A. Smith. He was on the Gill Arena show. What's the name of that show? No Chill Gill. No Chill Gill. Presented by Underdog. One of those shows. But watch the video right here. Go check out the other video. It's in a link. And let's discuss. Welcome to the session. Let's go.
Aftermath of that situation.
I thought it was weak. I thought it was some. But in the moment, I knew that I was listening to a father. Here's what happened. I'm represented by William Morris Endeavor. The founder of William Morris Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, had courtside seats right next to the Lakers bench. He had Larry David with him, star of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm sitting with them. I get there in the first quarter. I'm sitting courtside, and I stand up, and then I got my head turned. And then I turned back around, and a lot of people thought this was the end of the game or something like that. This was in the third quarter. Apparently, LeBron had walked out of the timeout, and I turn around, and he's right here in my face. He said, yo, you got to stop about my son. You got to stop my son. That's my son. That's my son. And I was like, what? He said, nah, Dad. I said, yo, let's talk later. He's like, Dad, nah, that's not my son. And I said, all right, dog. And he walked off. So I remember during a timeout in the first quarter, seeing Bronny. And Bronny looked over at me. And he had this sad look on his face. And I'm imagining Pop saw that shit. It hit him. Yeah. And he couldn't hold it, and he rolled up on me. And so when I went on the air the next morning, first things first, believe it or not, I know this is shocking for people to believe, but I didn't have any intentions on talking about it until I woke up that morning and saw that the shit had gone viral. Once the shit had gone viral, the bosses at ESPN, now you gotta talk about it. This is you and him. You gotta talk about it. I said, fine. So I go on the air and I said, the first thing that I'm gonna do is establish that this was a father talking to me, not a player. And that was what threw me off. And I was glad, even though I thought that he misrepresented the argument, I was glad he did. Because you see, what he was really talking about, which was confirmed with his conversation with Richard Jefferson, is that I was talking about him as a father. And so what happens is that had he said that to me, then I wouldn't have been thrown off. I'd have came right.
He really didn't call him a bad father when you listen to the full audio. Listen to the full audio, not clips, man, because the clips will get you twisted in the wind.
Back at him, yes, I was. I was talking about you. You did this shit, which I'll get to in a second. But because he didn't do that, I said, fine, you let it go. Mind you, I just agreed to my contract. Of course, that day was when it was announced. It's all over, everywhere. Watch about me, right? It's a nationally televised game. The cameras are rolling, And I'm like, if I do anything, this is going to be a scene. Now, we can sit up here in front all we want to and act like we don't work for somebody. Damn it, I work for Walt Disney. And if I had gotten into some shit with him at courtside right there at that moment, no matter how right I would have been, it would have been wrong. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. But once I saw the tape of him talking to Richard Jefferson Saturday night in Boston, that was when I got really pissed because that was confirmation. Now let's get to the father thing. And I'm so glad y'all asked me about this shit, because all I would ask is that I've been around for 30 years. Tell me the parent that said they heard me talking about them. I've never done it. What happened was, this man was the one that said, you want me, draft him. I'll come play anywhere he's at. It ain't even about the money. This man is the one who said he's better than some of the NBA players are right now. When he was in high school.
Facts, he did say that.
If you go back and look at the tape, back then I said, stop. You can't do this. If you do that shit, you're bringing more pressure on your son. LeBron, stop. I said it then. This is before he got drafted. Stop doing this. He goes to USC. He got the heart ailment. I'm like, thank God he's okay. He gonna be all right. But I'm not gonna go see him at USC, just like I didn't go see him at Sierra Canyon, because like I ain't see Melo's son. I heard your son is all world. I ain't seen him. Your son, I never saw these guys until they came pro, because I know. No, it's not that. I know that because of who I am and what I've established for myself in this industry, if I walk into an arena, everybody is looking for me to critique that person. And I don't want to do that because they on the come up. I'm not covering college, I'm covering pro.
And they kids.
Huh? And they kids. Well, I'm saying, but if I was a college reporter, then I would have had to. But I wasn't. So why am I going to be there? I didn't want to put that extra pressure. So I never went. I went on national television and announced to the world, I'm not going to see him. He goes to USC. I'm not going to see him. It's too much. It's too much. And then now he's got to overcome this heart ailment, so I can't judge him. But then they said, oh, he's going pro. So then once you say he's going pro, okay, you're talking to the scouts and the evaluators and everybody else. Yo, man, this is them. He'll be lucky to be a second round pick. He'll be lucky. He ain't ready, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I ain't seen him, y'all. I haven't seen him. Then all of a sudden, Rich Paul and others at Clutch, and then the story and headlines follow. Boston might be interested. Golden State might be interested.
But if you LeBron James, that's your son, you're gonna do everything you can to put some money in his pocket. Millions in his pocket. You're just gonna do it if you have the power to do it. Shout out to LeBron James. But Stephen A. Smith told you, do not put that boy in that game.
Might be at the Clippers, might be. You start hearing all of this, and you're like, all right, this could be true, or this could be them wielding their magic to make it look such a way. I say nothing. He gets drafted by the Lakers, which everybody knew was gonna happen because, the skids were greased, and he gets drafted. I still say nothing. He goes into the pro. It's open tonight. Now remember, most cats talk about the league. I cover it. What I mean by that is that you can give your opinion. You might not be on the phone with the commissioner. You might not be on the phone with the executive VP. You might not be on the phone with other people that work in these offices. I am. So because of that, I'm hearing all of this. Yeah, we just gonna go along with it. Open tonight, I'm talking about. Open tonight. Him, Bronny. We just gonna go along with it. Or you hearing the Lakers are just going along with it. You're hearing this stuff. Now, I'm not saying they told me that, meaning the commissioner or Jeannie Buss, but I'm saying you're hearing that from those organizations. So I'm getting all of this. I still say nothing. I'm cool. I'm at crypto.com arena. I'm one of those cats standing there.
Staples Center.
Ken Griffey, Steve Senior and Junior, who all stars, Hall of Famer, and Ken Griffey Jr. They got them there. And again, I've been covering it for 30 years. Not NBA, sports. You understand? So how you think it's all looking to me? It's a little bit too choreographed. Hey, but I'm still. I'm still like this. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, let's have this moment because LeBron deserves it. The brother, I got him number 2 all time behind Jordan, right? He's done so much for the league. He's generated so much money. I don't want to hear about Bronny and the $8 million. As far as I'm concerned, LeBron underpaid. This shit, that's $8 million he should have had in his pocket. It's no big deal to me. But the one thing I did say was, that one game right there is the moment. Now you got to go to the G League and earn your stripes. Instead, he's playing and playing and playing.
Where the lie at? Where is the lie at?
And I'm getting stats. And he go against Philly. They put him in the first quarter. And Tyrese and them gave it to him. And then they plaster on SportsCenter 0.3 points, 0.3 rebounds, 0.4 assists, blah, blah, blah. And I said, damn. Why? Because I'm like, now I can't ignore it. Because how am I doing my job? If now you put me in a position where because they put the stats up, everyone is blowing it up. They're putting it on all their social media pages. And it's like, how do all of that's happening? But Stephen A. Smith got nothing to say. I can't get away with it no more. So I go on the air and I say the same thing I said over the summer. Yo, LeBron, if we see this, you're his dad and you're a basketball savant. You must see this. Don't.
So, if that's your son, you don't see no weakness. You can get it. You can get it. You can get better. You don't see no weakness in your seed. I might be wrong, but let me know. Or shit, dude, you terrible. You suck. You can't play basketball, football, baseball. You are not athletic at all.
Do this. You because you're putting him under such a microscope. It's gonna be too much for him to overcome. Give him a chance. So that's what I said. And because I prefaced it by saying, as a dad, the only reason I said as a dad is because you marketed yourself as his dad to help him get into the league.
So I agree with Stephen A. Smith. He didn't do anything wrong. LeBron just got in his feelings. If you go watch the March 29th interview, February 29th interview, where Stephen A. was basically giving LeBron props, the father of the year, the sportsman of the year, the greatest basketball player ever. However, Bronny is not that good. He to me, he didn't say nothing disrespectful. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box so you can watch that video. But like, comment, subscribe, and welcome to the session. I agree with Stephen A. Smith, and I do not agree with that brother a lot. But let me know what you think. I'm out of here.